Hey guys, welcome back. In this session, I would like to discuss about few of C# interview questions and practical explanation. I would like to discuss about difference between struct and class, and difference between ref and out, and difference between abstract and interface, and difference between abstraction and encapsulation, and what is unreachable code. Before entering to topic, if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe to get more video updates like this. Let's start with the first question, that is, what is the difference between struct and class? Struct is value type, whereas class is reference type. Struct is stored on the stack, whereas class is stored on the heap. Value types destroyed immediately after the scope is lost, whereas reference types only the variable will be destroyed. After that, the object will be destroyed by garbage collector. Also, struct cannot have destructors, but classes can have destructors. Struct don't support inheritance, whereas class supports inheritance. Structs are actually sealed types. So let's practically check how to create this struct and class in C#. To create struct, we need to use the keyword that is struct, and to create class, we need to use the keyword that is class. You can see that I have created one struct and one class. Inside the struct, I have created one method that is print, and inside the class, I have created one method that is print. For these both methods, I have created two variables, one is integer and one is string. So inside struct, we need to create that variables in method, but in class, we can create wherever we want. So let's compile and check how it is working. I have created both of the objects for struct and class. I am calling both of these print methods. So let's compile and check what it is showing. You can see that it will print 1 hello and 2 welcome, because we are taking integer 1 hello and printing I text, and here I am taking 2 welcome. So these are all major differences between struct and class. Our next question is, what is the difference between ref and out? Out is a keyword which is used to pass arguments to a method as a reference type. It is primarily used when a method has to return multiple values. Ref is also same as like out, but whenever the value need to be changed or modified in a method, we will use ref. Let's practically check what is ref and what is out. So here I have created a class. Inside the class, I have created two methods. One is update value and one is change value. So here you can see that for update value, I have placed out. For change value, I am placing ref. So I have created an object for this sample class, and I took two integers, one is empty and one is with 10. So here I am passing update value with C, because it will update after the method is executed. So I am passing D to ref, because I need to change this D to different value after that method is executed. You can see that here for out I am returning A equals to 5, and here I am returning B equals to 24. So here C will be now 5 and D will be now 24. So let's compile and check this file. So you can see that now it is printing out value is 5 and ref value will be 24. So because ref value will be changed after the method is executed. So here our next question is, what is the difference between abstract and interface? Abstract does not provide full abstraction, whereas interface provides full abstraction. Abstract class is used to create abstract classes, and interface is used to create interfaces. Abstract can have fields, whereas interface cannot have fields. We can create constructor for abstract class, whereas interface does not support constructor. Abstract can have access modifiers, whereas interface cannot have access modifiers. Abstract class can inherit from another abstract class or any other interface, whereas interface can only inherit by another interface. So let's practically check how this abstract and interface can be created. So here I have created one abstract class and one interface. So you can see that we can create constructor for this abstract class, but we cannot create constructor for this interface. You will see the error if you uncomment this: interfaces cannot contain instance constructors. So you can also see that we are declaring access modifiers in abstract class, but we cannot declare access modifiers in interface. So here I have created one constructor and one print method in abstract class, also one abstract method. In interface I am taking one method, that is interface print. So this both abstract and interface methods need to be implemented in main class. That's why I am deriving this abstract class and sample interface. So here I am using overriding keyword. I am writing abstract print method and interface print. So let's compile and check this file. To compile this file, I have created main class object in program.cs and opening command prompt and start typing .NET space run. You can see that it will compile that main class. So here you can see that abstract constructor is called and main class constructor is called. After that it is printing 9 and interface function is called. So here our next question is, what is the difference between abstraction and encapsulation? Abstraction is representing necessary feature without representing the background details. Encapsulation is hiding the internal details of an object from outside of that class. Abstraction solves problems at design level, whereas encapsulation solves problems at implementation level. Abstraction is set focus on the object instead of how it does. Encapsulation means hiding the internal details of how an object does something inside that class. So here let's practically check how this encapsulation and abstraction can be achieved. You can see that I have created two classes, one is encapsulation and one is abstract class. In abstract class I have created one method, that is print. I am overriding the print method in main class. And here to encapsulate these two fields, I have created the two fields with private access modifier, but I want to use these two encapsulated fields. For that I have created public access modifier with different name, but I am returning employee ID and employee name, but this ID and name only visible to the other object. So here I have created encapsulation and main class object to achieve this two, encapsulation and abstraction. Here you can see that we can only access ID and name. We are unable to access this employee ID and employee name because it is private. So this is how encapsulation and abstraction can be achieved. Let's compile and check what is happening. So here you can see that it is printing ID1 and name test and abstract method is called, because here we are printing ID and name and here we are printing abstract method is called. Our next question is, what is unreachable code? Unreachable code is a compiler warning, but it's not error. The code which is written after the return statement, it will be treated as unreachable code. In order to fix this unreachable code, either we need to remove that unreachable code or we need to move the return statement after that unreachable code. So let's practically check what is this unreachable code. So here I have created one class that is unreachable code, and I'm creating one method that is print. I'm just printing one message that is hello world. But here I want to write something after return statement that will be treated as unreachable code. You can see that it is showing unreachable code detected. So let's compile and check what is happening. So here I have created that unreachable code object and I am calling that unreachable code dot print method. It is returning that string. So now you can see that one warning will be displayed here, that is unreachable code is detected, but our code is executing. So this is what unreachable code. Thanks for watching my video, and please put your comments in the comment section, and please subscribe, like and share my video.